What is the most successful deception ever recorded in history? It's a pretty amazing thing to see historical narratives change drastically through the course of a lifetime, much less a century. The line between history and legend is a lot fuzzier than most people care to admit. History books will say things with great confidence that primary sources later uncover to be quite untrue. If you zoom out far enough, in the immortal words of Rainy Klein, all historical narratives are nothing more than consensual lies. It's very safe to say that the greatest deceptions are not recorded or recognized as such. Taft and later Woodrow Wilson, and the BS bankers that income tax will only be a tax on the wealthy. It will never exceed 1 and will only be effective on incomes over $25,000. Zero in $1,909, and they were pushing that bull hit. It passed in 1913 to 5K and is more than 1.5 meters in today's dollars. Such a load of S from the politicians, and the S factory continues every day Congress is in session. While it was made from several operations, by the time of D-Day, every German spy in Great Britain had turned double agent and fed their intelligence agency lies. Hitler spent the first crucial hours of the invasion bewildered and convinced Normandy was a feint. By the time he responded, the Allies had formed a strong beachhead and they wouldn't be dislodged. Juan Pujol Garcia tricked the Nazis into thinking he was their spy in London, all working for the British, fed them false info on invasion plans, tricked the Germans into sending him money to fund his spy network, and received commendations directly from Hitler for his loyalty and service. Worked for thousands of years the old light a punch of fires to fool the enemy you were there, then run away or maneuver elsewhere during the night, reading Geo, Washington Bio, and so far 1778, he fooled the British twice, and was in turn fooled himself with this technique. Normandy put up inflatable tanks and other vehicles to make it look like a build-up farther north than the actual invasion start point, which made Hitler moves a lot of his army away from the Normandy. The rest is history. Gregor McGregor tricking a bunch of people into thinking he was a Prince of Poix, a Central American nation that he made up. He actually got a bunch of people in Britain to invest and move to some undeveloped jungle in Central America. College gives you an education that will equip you all the skills and knowledge needed to do your job in the chosen field. Biggest and most successful scam in the world. People know it's not true and people still choose it. The Allies used the body of a dead homeless guy and dressed him as a captain with top secret information in his pocket, so the Nazis would find him floating in the sea and ... Well, just look it up. It's a wild story. The Trojan horse during the Trojan War. The Greeks tricked the Trojans by hiding soldiers inside a giant wooden horse, allowing them to infiltrate and conquer Troy. I know this guy who died and then 3 days later came back from the dead. Cool. Where is he now? Oh, he flew away. That our efforts to recycle and lower our individual carbon footprints will save our world, but we have to pay extra to make it work. The spy in World War II who convinced the Nazis he was a spy for them in London and had a massive, nationwide spy network. If you tell the truth you won't be in trouble, yeah mom. I fell for that a few times and learned that lesson quickly. Trickle-down economics. There are still political parties swearing by it and telling us how great it is for everyone. Hannibal's many ambushes and traps during the Second Punic War. The best to being at Cannae and Lake Trasimene. I like the guy who created a fake volcano for an April Fool's prank. That was some good planning. The greatest trick the devil has ever played was making the world believe he did not exist. Ladies, boys in Thailand when you're a few deep. Update, I 100 mean drinks here. That anyone can be rich if they just want it bad enough and work hard enough. We still talk about the Trojan horse 3,000 or however many years later. That 3 guys landed on the moon with zero technology to pull it off. I didn't cheat on you, Joseph. I conceived immaculately. Proficiencies of moon eclipses seem to work really well. That the 2020 election was stolen from Donald Trump. How Christopher Columbus discovered the New World. This company treats its employees like family.